Hello everybody, my name is Jordan from Primary ICT Support. Today I'm going to be making a quick video tutorial showing everybody how to make a nice looking content on their pages and posts. Now what I mean by nice looking content is text, images, documents, all those good things that you put on a page, but we're just going to show you how to lay them out nicely so that they look neat and tidy. To start off, you'd just like to sign into your WordPress dashboard and head over to it. Now that we're at the dashboard, we'd like to find the page or post that we want to edit. You can do this by hovering over either pages or posts on the left hand menu, and then once you're hovered over it, just click the all pages or posts button. Once you're here, just hover over the page that you like to edit and then click the small edit button below the title. Now as you can see, I have a blank canvas ready to put some content in there, but I'm just going to talk through these options that we have on the page before doing so. So let's start from the top. We can see add media. By clicking this, you'll be prompted with a media library. You may already be familiar with this, but I'll show you in case. So once I've clicked it, you'll be able to see that I can actually upload files. This includes videos, images, and any document type you could ever think of. To upload some files, you just like to either drag and drop them here, or you can select them from your computer. You can also see up at the top that we have a media library. This shows you any files that have been uploaded previously onto your WordPress website so that you can reuse them again. Now moving down to here, you'll be able to see that we have an option of the type of text that we'd like to put into our page. We have normal text, which is paragraph. We have a heading 1 all the way down to heading 6, and a pre-formatted, which you would never really use. Then over here we have the bold, the italic, the bullet points, the number list order, speech marks, and then we can align our content with these. This allows us to include a hyperlink. This allows you to insert a read more tag, and this one allows you to do the toolbar toggle. So to start, I'm just going to add a test heading in there. Please note that on your page or post, you will always be able to see the page title already, so you may not need a heading until a little bit further down. Now as you can see, I've actually put in a test heading. Let's say for example I wanted to put this in the center of the page. I'd simply just highlight it and then click the middle align button right here. The heading is now in the center of the page, just where we wanted it. If I wanted to swap back down to the paragraph text or the normal text, I just simply go a line down. Now let's say for example that you wanted to add an image and some text next to it. We'd go back over to that media library. You'd then either upload or select the files through the media library. I'm just going to use this example stock photo for the time being, but I'm also going to talk through a few options that we get here when we select it. Looking on the right hand side, we can change the title, the caption, the description, and we can also change this from the size. By clicking this, you'll be able to see thumbnail, medium, large, and full size. For testing purposes again, I'm just going to use a thumbnail. Once you're ready to insert this into your page, you just click the blue button in the bottom right. You can see that this has now been added, and I'm ready to put some text next to it. Now that my text is ready, what I'm trying to do is put this text next to this image right here. To start, I just click the image. I then click this alignment here, and it's as simple as that for the text to be next to the image. You could however highlight this and also align it to the right, or you could center it, or you could keep it at the left of where it is. Now if you wanted to do more advanced things like include plugins or do custom HTML, I'll show you a quick way of doing those things right now. If you're familiar with HTML, which is a coding language, to add your own custom code, you'd just like to hover over the text in the top right. Click this and you'll be able to see all the code that's already on the page or the post. We have some code around here, and to add more code, you just put it wherever you'd like it to be. For example, I'll add another test heading down at the bottom. Now that my code is ready to go, I just click the visual again in the top right, and you'll be able to see that my heading has been added to the page. If you'd like to include something like plugins for custom things, first of all, you'd like to install the plugin. If you've made changes already and you're about to go check out plugins, please don't forget to update the page or publish the page in the top right with the blue button. Now if you're interested in adding a plugin, for example for a custom slideshow or some accordions, you'd like to head over to the left hand menu, hover over plugins, and then click add new. In the top right, you can search for plugins. You can do it via keywords, which means anything that you're really looking for. If it exists, a plugin will show up. For example, I searched for some accordions. Accordions is just something when you click it on the page, it will open up with some content below. To add this to your website, just click the install button. Now once it's installed, you'll also need to activate it. This can be done right after the installation. Now you'll be able to see that over on my left hand menu, I now have a new option for accordions. All plugins are different and you may have to edit them in a different way, but for this one, I just hover over it and then click add new. So after playing around with the plugin a little bit, I filled out some details to give my accordion a title and a little bit of content. I'm actually ready to publish this now, and it almost works the same with most plugins where you'd publish something and you will be given some shortcode. When I'm talking about shortcode, this is what I mean. For example, for this plugin, they do use shortcodes and it normally throws it right in front of your face where you're able to grab it. You can see over here that I can just use this. It automatically copies, so I'm going to head back over to my page, and below my new heading, I'm just going to add that shortcode which was generated. Like I say, all plugins don't work the same, but most do tend to have shortcodes to allow you to easily put these things in pages or posts. Once you've added or created anything via a plugin that you wanted on the page or post, simply update the page or post again in the top right, and once it's updated, you'll be able to view it either up here or down here. Now as you can see, the content is looking much better than it was at the start. I have my image on the left, my text on the right, my heading is centered, and I also have my new plugin feature. By clicking this, I'll be able to see the content below. I hope this tutorial has helped. If you have any further questions or issues, please do make a ticket and we will be right with you.